Okay, so we are looking at tag questions as part of Unit 10. The reason we're going to do this bonus grammar lesson is because tag questions are very similar to embedded questions in how they function. Both tag questions and embedded questions help us soften our question or be more polite than asking a direct question. And so we use them to confirm information or to ask for an agreement. So in this case, you're a professor, aren't you? Or he hasn't been studying, has he? These two little questions at the end, we call them tag questions, okay? To form a tag question, we have to use the auxiliary verb. It can be a modal or it can be the be verb. So remember, auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. Verbs like have or has, do, does, did, and then modal verbs can or will or would or could. So all of those can be words used in tag questions. When we make a tag question, we want to use the subject in the first part of the question and then the pronoun in the second, and make sure that your subject and your pronoun agree. Okay, so in this case, the students, plural, third person, they. Your sister, singular, third person, she. So the students will be on time, won't they? We have to use it when the subject is that or something, okay? That's amazing information, isn't it? Also, use they when the subject is someone or everyone, because those are indefinite pronouns, and so we use they. We don't know if it's he or she, okay? An affirmative tag question is used with a negative statement. So here's my negative statement. They don't live in Chicago, do they? My tag is affirmative. You're not from Russia, are you? So negative statement, affirmative tag, and then the opposite is true. Tag questions are often yes, no. And so if someone asks you a tag question, you answer with a yes or a no. And then you might need more information. Okay, I'm going through this quickly. You can pause the video or click on this document to look at it in greater detail. We're going to do this activity in class here. And again, what I want you to do is, I'll put you back in your breakout groups. I want you to look at this chart, and I want you to create some rules for tag questions, okay? So notice here it says affirmative statement, negative tag. That's a rule. Negative statement, affirmative tag. But I also want you to notice things like the verb tense, the auxiliary verb. I want you to notice things like punctuation, okay? And so with you and your partner, you guys can study, partners, you can study these charts and then write down 2 or 3 rules, and then we're gonna come back together and create our own set of rules for tag questions.